Hey there guys, and welcome to Storytime. In this little irregular series I'm going to tell you a little story about my life, and I really hope you enjoy it. So, whew. A quick note on the gameplay. This is Terminal, we are playing Domination and playing with the ACR, and yeah, everything goes pretty good. So, let's go with the story. This story is about me getting arrested for allegedly planning an killing spree. I know this word is kind of weird, but I don't know how to put it better. So, all this happened when I was 18, 19. So, it happened around the time I was graduating from gymnasium, so the German kind of high school, and there are a couple of traditions that go with this event, with the graduation. First of all, there's something we call the Abbey prank. It's you spend the whole night before one specific day at school. You get it wasted and stuff like that. That's yeah, and by the time morning comes, you just do something really weird, so to disturb the classes just for one morning. So it's not that bad, and the teachers know about it, and it's okay. It's just a tradition. So normally normally the grad student just block off all the buildings and, I don't know, run into every classroom and throw some water balloons or something like that. You know, it's just a fun thing to do. So yeah. So the night we spent there at school, we were all my classmates were getting wasted as hell. You should probably know, in Germany it's legal to drink by the age of 18, so, and even if you drink by the age of 12, it doesn't matter. So yeah. They were all getting wasted, and they were all just getting drunk like hell. Oh my god. So but I am not drinking. I've never touched alcohol. I don't know. I just like to be in control of my senses. So I never drank alcohol. So I didn't drink that night too. And it was around, I would say, I would say, well, I don't know, 4 a.m. in the morning? 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, something like that. And one classmate of mine that came up to me, and he was asking me if I planned on going on a killing spree. And this was at times where a lot of killing sprees happened, mostly in the US, but I think in this year there was one in Germany too, so yeah, it was a bad time for that. And he was just joking. He was totally wasted. He knew me, and it should have been fine. And when he asked me that, he was totally drunk. Like, "Are you planning on going on a killing spree?" You know, something like that. And I was just like, "Oh yeah, you should go back to sleep." And he started laughing. I laughed, and everything was fine. You know, it was good. And but the thing was, he just went to another classmate, and this classmate was even more drunk than he was, and he just told him, "Hey, I just spoke with him, and he said he's going on a killing spree." And I didn't hear that, so I couldn't, you know, counteract that. But that's what he told them, and because this guy was so wasted, he didn't think it was a joke, so he ran over to other classmates and he told them all that I was planning on going on a killing spree. And at the time they were sure I would do it was a dance event that's a couple of days before you get your diploma of some sort. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know, before you get the Abitur, whatever it's called. So it's a couple of days before that, and I didn't plan on going to this dancing event because I didn't like most of my classmates. I had a couple of friends there, but most of them I just couldn't stand. So I didn't plan on going there. But for some reason, they were all. I didn't even buy the tickets, so everyone knew I didn't own tickets, so there was no way I could get in there. But yeah, for some reason they thought I was going to go on a killing spree when this event happened. Was supposed to happen. So a couple of days later, I think it was a Friday or a Saturday, I received a call from the secretary in the of the principal at school, and she said I was supposed to come to school. They had to clarify something, and I thought, okay, that's weird, but yeah, I had to obey. So I went to school, and when I entered the principal's office, there was the principal sitting there. There were, I think, 3 of my female classmates sitting there crying. The one guy that with the joke, and I think 1 or 2 other guys. My best friend was there too, and yeah, and there were 2 police officers. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Sorry for the language, but I was totally stunned at that moment. And they told me to sit down, to relax. I think they were kind of afraid that I would, start my killing spree right there. But the policemen had their hands on their guns. That's not normal German behavior, And so I sat down there, and the girls couldn't stop crying, and the principal just said, "It came to our attention that you wanted to kill everyone in your classes," and I was like, "What? What the frick? What?" I didn't even I didn't even remember the joke from that night. It was just a couple of days back, but I couldn't remember it. And yeah, the guy that pulled off this joke, he just said, yeah, that he spoke to me, and he really said something like that. But he said he knew it was a joke, and he told everyone it was a joke, but the girls just couldn't believe me. They didn't know me. I didn't even know their name. Later on, it turned out they didn't even know my first name. That was totally ridiculous. They didn't know me at all. And they just assumed, when I was in school, I was wearing black exclusively, so they just assumed he's wearing black, he's going to kill us all. And oh my god, I just can't know that. I was just so taken back by this. And yeah, so the police officers took me with them, and there was some kind of what is it called? They they just questioned me a lot, and they really wanted to make sure that I didn't go on that killing spree. And they gave me 2 choices of what I could do. The first choice was they would take me to jail, so to jail for the time on the time that this dancing event would happen, so that I wouldn't have the chance to actually go on that killing spree. And that was my first choice, go to jail, and that was kind of, what? I can't spend the night in jail. So the second choice was I would be forced to go to this dancing event, but the police would watch me. So yeah, the choice was clear. I went to that dancing event, and when I came to that dancing event, I wanted to enter the building, and there were 2 police officers standing there, and they were checking my clothes and stuff like that if I had a weapon on me. I was brought in, and in that little I don't know, hall where this thing happened, they were a total of 12 police officers, and these these police officers were watching me the whole time. 2 of them were just always behind my back, walking behind me and making sure I wouldn't pull out a gun, or I don't know, maybe pull out grenades. I don't know. And the rest of them, they were just placed around the room and watching every entrance and watching every one of my moves. And it was totally ridiculous, you know? I was a normal guy, and they were watching me like I was some kind of criminal mastermind. You know, and my the suit I wore that night, I just had to borrow a suit from a friend. So the suit was too small. I couldn't even fit my purse in there. That's not purse. The thing where you put your money in it. I can't remember the name right now. I couldn't even fit that thing there on my cell phone. It wouldn't fit in the pockets because it was so freaking small. Where would I hide a gun? Come on. And why would I do that? And yeah, that was just totally ridiculous. And oh my god, yo. So after this, the one or two of the female classmates said they were sorry, but they didn't know me, so it could have been possible. But by the time I was so, I don't know, I was so angry at them. I just said, yeah, never mind, and never talked to me again, and they actually never did again. So, yeah, that's what happened when I graduated from the German high school thingy. And yeah, that was my first story. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please leave a comment, leave a rating. That would be greatly appreciated. Tell me if if you ever experienced stuff like that. And yeah, so that was the first episode of my story time. As I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Lost Link, signing out.